Today we're going to talk about a fantasy thriller. It's about a girl who got killed by the villagers for having an illegitimate child in her belly. Let's see how his lover took revenge. Movie begins with Mehtab and Jafar, who are deeply in love with each other on the land of now here. Jafar wanted to give a luxury life to her and wants to go in a city. He promises he will work hard and make a palace on her name. Jafar starts his journey to the city. He works multiple jobs and saves every single penny. He always wrote her letters, but she never replied. Eventually, he bought a gold necklace for her and returns to village. Scene shifts to present, where we see Jafar has gotten old. On the highway, Shahryar and his son Haris are on their way to attend their father's wedding. Old Jafar is going to marry Mehtab after all these years. They arrive at Mehtab Palace, where they see a few protesters who are against Mehtab Palace, as it is built over the graves of their dead ones. Shahrazad tells Jafar Lambardar's protesters are outside. They are against his wedding to Mehtab. Jafar says he doesn't care. Mehtab will definitely come to mountains to marry him. His elder son has also arrived at the Mehtab Palace, and Lorenzo comes forward to help Saifullah, unloading his mangoes. Saifullah is seen attracted toward him, giving us a hint he is gay. Protesters have gone mad, throwing stones to Shahryar and his brother. Jafar's right-hand Niazi goes to threaten little kid's family, and on the way we find every few days random girls run to mountains upon dead Mehtab's call and goes missing. Shahrazad goes to prepare Jafar for the diner, where he's standing wearing gold necklace he bought for Mehtab. He tells Shahrazad she will look bomb wearing it. Haris congratulates his grandfather for his third and final marriage to Mehtab. Shahrazad informs everyone Jafar will marry Mehtab after 4 days when the moon turns red. At the same time, Jafar's younger brother visits to warn him. He says 2 worlds can't unite and reveals Jafar is going to marry a dead girl that will end this world. Jafar gets angry and throws a mannequin on him. Scene shifts to young Jafar, who have come back to village where he is unable to find Mehtab. He asks Jabbar where is she. He tells him Mehtab is no more and buried under their favorite tree where they secretly used to meet. He cries holding the necklace he bought for her, regretting he is late. In present, Jafar is shown remembering her, where we find Mehtab was pregnant when she died. Young Saifullah is busy watching a servant taking shower with a great interest, when he hears his parents fight and finds his father left them for a rich lady. He thought bad happened to him because of his bad gay habits, so he sacrificed a pigeon for Universe to forget his mistake. Time flies, his mother saddens day after day. Saifullah alone takes care after her, and one day he decides to end his mother's suffering by ending her life. He suffocates her with a pillow and she dies. In present, everyone goes hiking for a family time in the mountains. Jafar starts saying mean stuff to Shahryar. He's a loser. He left his doctor's practice after Alina died. He's a no-man. A big loser. Saifullah is bonding with Lorenzo while biking to the market. They found another girl ran and lost in the mountains. Villagers believe Mehtab called upon her just like previous girls. Villagers call them lost daughter of now here who become immortal fairies. Saifullah peeks on Lorenzo while he's showering, showing intimate interest in him. While doing so, he sees his dead mother and remembers past. Guilt eats him every single day for killing his mother. Scene goes back to Wali. He found infant Shahrazad on top of a mountain. She grew up in his house. He taught her astrology. Wali's sister asks Wali to return her to Jafar Akka as she belongs to them. Wali does so, and Jafar takes his daughter to a big city to keep her safe. Lorenzo takes Saifullah to his favorite spot. They spend quality time together. Lorenzo takes the first move and leans forward to kiss Saifullah. While doing so, Saifullah spots a pigeon again. He gets scared and pushes him away, making Lorenzo upset. We see Shahryar also didn't have a good bond with his father, even though he lived with him in his childhood. Jafar was always busy in his work. Shahryar in rebellion steals Jafar's money and throws them out of the car. Jafar gets angry and sends him to boarding school. Scene shifts in the past, where we see Alina is facing postpartum depression. She weeps as she's struggling to take care of her own son. While looking after him, she gets exhausted every single day. She also had to take a step back from her career. She watches her old TED Talks, remembering her prime. But his son interrupted crying. Alina gets frustrated by his consequent crying. She shoves food in his mouth angrily, losing all her control. She had enough of it and drowned herself in a bathtub, ending her life. All the family members are having lunch. Saifullah tries to stop his father from marrying dead Mehtab, leaving everyone behind. In a debate, Shahryar gets angry by Jafar's criticism on ways raising his kid. Jafar also points on Alina's suicide, and Haris finds how his mother actually died. Haris is shocked. His Feher lied to him, telling it was an accident. Haris has his own questions now. Why his mother committed suicide. In night, Haris leaves Mehtab Palace and then hikes in the mountains alone to find his answers. Scene shifts in the past, where we find young Jabbar knows about Jafar's illicit relationship with Mehtab. At night, Jabbar tells Jafar he have a dream to live in a big city one day. When he wakes up, he finds Jafar has run away from home for the city, also taking his brother's money. Jabbar loved his brother, and his trust shattered in him. He started hating him. Even though Jafar sends money at home, Jabbar hated him for crushing his dreams. In rage, he burns Jafar's money. Mother spots him and beat him for that. One day when he goes to see Mehtab, he finds she is pregnant. She gives him a letter to send to his brother. He read that letter and snitch on her. He tell villagers Mehtab is having an illegitimate child in her belly. She can't give birth to an impure child in a pure land of now here. Villagers chase after her. She runs crazy to save her life. As she hid herself in a cave, Jabbar finds her. She begs him not to inform anyone, but Jabbar denies. By killing an unborn child, villagers got cursed. Those who were involved in the murder started losing their lives. At once, 12 people were buried under that tree. Tree starts to open, and both brothers disappear in blink of an eye. Everyone starts their journey, climbing the mountains. Shahryar is searching for his son, Haris, crying his name as loud as he can. Scene goes back in time when we find young Jafar and Jabbar saw their father's suicide by hanging himself on a tree. Jafar considers his father a great loser. In present, Jabbar tell why he hates his elder brother. He ruined his dreams of living in a big city. Jabbar also hated his mother, as she always bragged about Jafar's money in front of him and made him inferior. Jafar asked, "What more do you want?" He replies, "Love." And they comes out of that tree. Moon turns red. Folded letters starts raining. Everyone catches one which was meant for them. Haris found all the lost ladies and asked them whether he was the reason of his mother's suicide. "Tell me the truth." They all gather around him but do not give any answer. Shahryar finds his son and all the villagers see lost ladies. Shehrbano meets her mother Mehtab and asks if she can live in this world. Mehtab says it's her choice to choose which world she wants to be in. Scheherazade says she doesn't want to leave this world. She wants to be everything yet nothing at the same time. Her mother leaves respecting her decision, and villagers make Shehrbano their spiritual queen. Everyone greets their loved ones for the very last time. Jafar hikes alone and fells. He sees his younger self which lifts him up. He helps him reach top of the mountain. Suddenly a lot to clouds come and take him in another world. Jafar comes back young, where he meets his true love Mehtab, and they reunite once and for all. What a meaningful story. If you liked our video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Otherwise, you will end up marrying an ugly partner. Take care.